Welcome back to, once again, the Unnamed Podcast with my co-host wanted to start calling one another like host and shit. So with your host, J-Rod, and what's your name today?
So, it's your boy Zero, but today I will be known as the Easter Bunny.
Which, I guess it's all in good faith of it being Good Friday and Easter Sunday, right?
We could go that route, but the Easter Bunny has been one of my self-proclaimed nicknames for years. But the fact that it is Easter Sunday coming up, it just so happens to be a match with the festivities.
Wait, back up. Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Okay.
Yes,
for a second, I thought like you garnered this nickname over the course of your life, which I was really interested to find out why people were calling you the Easter Bunny. But never mind.
We could go that route, bro.
No.
But
has anyone else called you the Easter Bunny?
No, but after this, they probably will start.
I hope so. I hope your friends will start calling you the Easter Bunny. That'd be fucking hilarious. Anyway, so it's still unnamed. One, because I'm lazy, and I should have probably set up a survey like my co-host, the Easter Bunny, did last week. He got a generous survey results with a total of 13.
13. Honestly, bro, you had no faith in this, though. I'm sure you probably thought this was going to be in the low single digits.
Yo, no, I thought around...
Single digits?
I actually thought higher. I thought it was going to be in the 20s.
Really?
I gave you more credit than what happened. Maybe it was a bad time of the day. You know how the stories go.
You know what, bro? It was up for the whole 24 hours. I will say this. I want to take this time, though, to say to all the people, for not just for me, but in general, if you view an Instagram story of someone that you're friends with and there's a poll, please just vote on the poll.
He's so butthurt right now.
Because, bro, 13 people voted,
He's so butthurt.
Like 40-something people viewed it. It's like, I'm not going to think any type of thing. I'm literally just asking a question. So I want to shout out all 13 of these people who actually gave me a response. But for the rest of y'all, yo, just give me an answer next time.
You made him so mad. You have no idea.
I'm not even upset, bro.
Yes, you are.
A little bit. I was just expecting more. Bro, it's like you're viewing the story. I always take it upon myself to vote. It could be someone I haven't talked to in a while. But if I view your story and I see a poll on there, I'm voting for whatever it is. You could think whatever you want, but I'm casting my vote. So next time, if you view my story and I have a poll up there, please just respond. But with that being said, we got 13 votes, like you just said.
13.
And just to give you guys a reminder, the two finalists for the names that we had chosen were Kick It Back,
KIB,
and Pass the Vibes.
PTV.
It was pretty much down the middle. 6 people voted for Kick It Back, 7 for Pass the Vibes. I'm cool with both of them, but as the creator, as this being your brainchild, it's only fitting that you make the final decision.
Yeah, I mean, and this is why I said that I was just being lazy. I definitely should have put up a poll the same day you did, but I was like, nah, he'll be fine. But then I doubled, you know, what am I trying to say? I double thought it. What? Whatever. I thought about it over the week, and I was like, shit, I probably should have did the same thing, and then we would have gotten more. Well, we would have gotten some of the same, because we have some of the same friends on Instagram, but right. I'll just take that into account when I post it in the next 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. But, yeah, I'm going to do it. So it's between Kick It Back, Pass the Vibes. I personally was leaning towards... Oh, my God. Why did I open Instagram? Yeah, I'm not going to post right now.
Yeah, do that after the show.
Yeah, no, yeah, right when it opened up, Megan Batum popped up. I'm like, God damn it. I got distracted right away.
As we learned in the last episode.
I'm a huge stan. No, we didn't learn last time.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't say it.
Oh, yeah. You didn't actually reveal it.
I'll just say I'm a huge, huge fan of Megan Batum.
She's right behind LMA in the rankings.
Right behind?
Yes.
Those are 2 different rankings. That's like the whole Georgia Smith LMA debate that we had. That's 2 different people.
Everyone's behind LMA in the rankings.
Whatever. All right, pause. Everyone's behind LMA.
Everyone's behind LMA.
Oh, my God.
But, he's gonna put the poll up, and hopefully by episode 3. No, definitely by episode 3.
Yes, I will have a intro to a podcast that has a name, and I'll probably most likely start, the Instagram page or whatever, or in a Twitter maybe, and I'll follow those here and there. I won't be like super into it because yes, this is something that I like to do, but it's definitely going to be just a little hobby.
Yeah, bro. This is right now is a hobby, as a way just to have some conversation, bring the people
during these times, man. Lockdown life.
Yeah. All right, so we are currently on lockdown. We're quarantining. Quarantine. Shout out to Tory Lanez. I can't remember if we shouted him out last time, but that quarantine radio is highly entertaining. They put my man on lockdown, bro. You heard about that?
Yeah, they they shut down his Instagram
for one day, but then they brought him back.
Oh, but I thought he created another Instagram and then broke like a record. Like he got 27,000 followers in a minute.
So what happened was that obviously the growth of quarantine radio has been so monumental. All the big celebrities checking in on it, all the followers checking in on it. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, right now during these times, Tory Lanez started an IG Live called Quarantine Radio. And their main thing is that they do a twerk contest. So he'll go on and request random girls that are on the live to pretty much just go on and twerk. And then it leads into the milk challenge.
This just shows how how the Easter Bunny's feed works. I don't look at this stuff.
Bro, it's highly entertaining. There's nothing.
No, I've seen clips. Yeah, I've definitely seen clips. It's fucking hilarious.
So he'll get on, the girl will twerk for 10 seconds or whatever. Then they'll normally ask if they have milk, and then they'll proceed to pour the milk on their ass while twerking, and do other types of.
Yeah, I didn't see that. What the fuck?
Yeah, so pretty much what ended up happening was they were in the middle of the twerkathon.
Jesus.
And there was this one girl. I cannot remember her name.
Doesn't matter.
But she had a giant gummy worm, right?
I'm scared to hear where this is gonna go.
Bro, a female with a giant gummy worm, you already know what she was doing.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that seems like a good summation of his quarantine radio, which I have only seen clips of. I haven't seen the milk or the gummy worm.
So the gummy worm was a little bit like, that was a little unique. Most times it's just twerking.
It's X-rated.
But pretty much, they say that it was because of that Instagram radio got banned. The owner of the head CEO of Instagram was on the live, and he said it was because of nudity.
Probably.
Yeah. So there were a bunch of different factors. Long story short, they deactivated his account. Well, they didn't deactivate it. They stopped him from going live on his account. Mm-hmm. He made another page called Quarantine Radio, tried going live on that, and they shut that down. Yeah. He was shut down from live for a day, but they brought him back after 1 day hiatus. The people needed it. The people were feeding for it.
The people.
And Quarantine Radio is still going strong, bro. Shout out to Tory Lanez for keeping all of us entertained during these lockdown times.
Yeah.
Also, hold on. So, since we're on the topic, I also got to shout this out. I haven't watched any of these lives, but have you been watching any of the producer battles or rapper battles on YouTube?
I've been seeing things on Tidal. I know that, it's very, very hipster. Tidal.
One of the few Tidal.
Yeah, I feel like everyone who I talk to, they're like, do you have Spotify? I'm like, nah. Apple Music. I have Tidal. I've been supporting since the beginning. Yeah, true hipster, whatever. I don't care. I like the platform. But they've been having the similar. That's where I thought it derived from. I thought it came.
Maybe it did.
I thought it came from Tidal because I saw there was one of The Dream and
Tricky Stewart.
No.
Sean Garrett.
Yeah, it was The Dream and Sean Garrett, and then the most recent one I saw, it was T-Pain against was it Lil Jon?
Yeah. All right, so it is coming from the same place.
So yeah, I don't know if Tidal is getting it from YouTube or YouTube is getting it from Tidal. I don't know.
But so the origin of it is actually on IG Live.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So I think now I'm still getting into it. I watched a few of them this past week, but I think the original one was Swiss Beats and Timbaland.
Yes,
which I need to watch.
I downloaded that playlist. Yeah, Tidal created a playlist. That's where I first saw it. They created a playlist off of the Swiss Beats versus Timbaland, which probably top 3 producers for me in the past 2 decades, like
both very prominent.
I would have to go Timbaland, Swiss Beats, Pharrell. Those are my top 3 of the decade. Yes, Kanye West is not in that top 3. He is maybe top 5. Yeah, I would say top 5. Top 3: Pharrell, Timbaland, Swiss Beats.
I'm not mad at that list.
Yeah.
But so I know like Hot 97, they actually like used to do this on their YouTube page as well. Like years ago, they would bring in, I'm not sure how often they do it. I haven't seen any of the videos, but it pops up on my recommended. Sometimes they'll be doing producer battles. But I believe like this wave of it started with Swiss and Timbaland, and then just going back and forth. So then after that battle, they became like the official promoters, I guess you could say. And they've been bringing other people in. So they had Hit Boy versus Boy Wonder. They had
that's a good one.
Bro, I tried looking for that on YouTube. They only had like 20 minutes of it.
Damn.
I want to watch the whole thing.
So it's a video.
So it's like,
and they're actually going back and forth at their home studios?
Yeah, so it's like
shit.
It's like one of them is on Instagram Live, right? They go on their live page. Then they request to for someone else to join, because you can have 2 people.
Yeah, the split screen.
Yeah, so they'll request the other person, and then everyone pretty much gets to view it. They'll be at their home studios, at their homes, wherever, and then they'll pull up a laptop, and then they'll just go back and forth playing songs or beats that they made. So, for example, Swiss Beats would play "Party Up" by DMX, right? I think he made that, right?
Most likely. I mean, he was.
Let's say he'll play a DMX joint.
Yeah.
He'll play the song for like, I think the rule is up to 1 minute and 30 seconds, sometimes less, but the most you can play is 1 minute and 30 seconds.
I gotta look at this video.
So that'll be like his first one, right?
Yeah.
So then Timbaland will respond with the joint he produced. So he might play like an Aaliyah joint. And then Swiss will come with another one. And they'll do 20 songs, 20 joints. And they'll pretty much score the rounds. I'm not sure who scored their round, but with everyone else, they've become the official judges and the promoters of this too.
Now they're the official judges.
So and it's crazy because it's like everyone tunes in. Like you see all the celebrities, aside from all the people in the comments. It's just very entertaining, bro. Yeah. But I wanted to watch more of that Hit Boy versus Boy Wonder.
That sounds crazy.
Boy Wonder
has so many.
Bro, he's Drake's producer.
Yeah, I almost said heats. So many hits, yeah, with Drake.
Yeah.
But I mean, Drake's main boy is 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Boy Wonder has fucking a catalog of hits with Drake, and then Hit Boy, he came through early 2010s. That's when he was working with Kendrick. Watch the Throne. Kendrick.
And now he's coming. He fell off for a little bit.
Back.
Now he's coming back.
He had
Berserk.
That was Hit Boy.
He's actually going to be the main producer of Big Sean's next album, Detroit 2. Big Sean said himself he's pretty much the producer.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the reason
Hit Boy has heat, bro.
So no, he does. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, just to take it back 8 years ago to when Detroit 1 dropped, his main producer, 88 Keys, or not 88 Keys, Key Wayne. Key Wayne's just like that dark production, and then that fed into Dark Sky Paradise.
Yes,
like
sir.
That's what. When you just said Hit Boy's the main producer, I'm like, oh, man, I kind of got deflated a little bit because like I was like, oh man, is Key Wayne gonna be like the main producer again? It wouldn't pass me if he takes some Key Wayne beats or Key Wayne is like he helps in with some of the beat production, but Key Wayne definitely made along with Big Sean, but like once he found that rhythm with Key Wayne and then fed that over into Dark Sky Paradise, that's where I feel like Big Sean has been on that wave of just, being real with himself. I don't know, because like this is taking a huge music turn like it always does, and I feel like every episode will have a big theme. So yeah, I guess it's just a side note. Every episode will have some kind of turn into a music theme. And so yeah, we're figuring out themes and whatnot, yada yada yada. We'll get that solidified in a future episode. But anyway, with Big Sean, once I feel like he got off of that high of the first Detroit mixtape, that fed into
Dark Side Paradise.
No, it fed into Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
remember that?
Right,
yeah, Hall of Fame was the next year, and Hall of Fame didn't perform that well as as Finally Famous, the album. But he still rode that Key Wayne wave, and then like that very like dark, well not dark, but kind of like heavy, just bass and just more trap like music, and then that fed into him and kind of into like the I don't know, kind of into the direction that he's in right now. Like I felt like that was all like that Key Wayne turn because Finally Famous. I don't think Key Wayne produced any of those.
He might have been on
I
a
don't
joint
know.
or two.
Maybe like I mean, if I was to look it up, I mean that would take a second, but I'm gonna check it right now. Hold on, Finally Famous, the album. Let me just go to Wikipedia real quick.
Big Sean's one of my favorite rappers, by the way. He's in my personal top 5. He's number 2. I feel like he's
Number 2.
Yeah, I put Cole as number 1.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like Big Sean is extremely underrated. Even after all he's accomplished, no one ever puts him in that category of like elite lyricism.
No one does.
And I feel like he's consistent enough and he's proven enough that he should be in that conversation.
Nope. Yeah, nobody. Everyone. It's so funny.
It's Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Those are the 3 that everyone always mentions.
No one ever puts. Oh wow. Yeah, there's always memes about Big Sean whenever he drops a new single. He was like, "Oh, have you heard that new like Big Sean?" And like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." And I'm like,
haters, man.
Same thing with Cole. Like they'll shit on Cole too. I'm like, that's wild. I mean, but that's just a new genre of music being popular. The
trap sound,
the Lil Pumps, the Lil Uzi Verts,
Lil Babies,
the Babies.
And that's not hating on them.
Yeah. Oh no, I love Lil Baby and the Baby. I fucking love both of them. I hope they do a collab album. I hope that's a reality.
It's bound to happen at some point. They have enough records.
That has to happen. And now they've been jumping on records together, like the Life Is Good remix.
I haven't heard that one yet.
God, you suck. See, this is why I'm gonna start forcing those into good music. But anyway, back to the Big Sean Finally Famous album. Key Wayne actually did produce a couple. He produced the intro on the Finally Famous album.
Great intro.
Damn, that was the only one.
That's it?
Yeah, that was the only one.
Wait, he had to produce Memories then, right? Because isn't that the same? That's the same key as Memories, right?
No idea. No idea was the producer on Memories.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, he was just the producers listed, one of the producers listed on the intro. And then when you go into Detroit, the first track, Higher, which is
that's a classic for both of us.
Favorite track, bruh. He did Higher.
Woke Up.
He did
Woke
I'm
Up.
Gonna Be. He didn't do Woke Up.
That's one of my favorite joints on there.
Where's Woke Up?
That's
Young.
5.
That's Young Trap. Young Trap.
Young Chop.
Stupid. Young Chop.
Yo, Young Chop's.
God, I'm an idiot. Young Chop had
wildin' lately,
Young Chop has a couple on here. Don Cannon. I love Don Cannon. He's a classic. Key Wayne did The Life Should Go On with Wale. So I guess he was more of like the executive producer. But yeah, Key Wayne was. I feel like he rode that flow of Key Wayne's like production style into Hall of Fame and Dark Sky Paradise. Let me see how many joints he had with Key Wayne on Dark Sky. This will be my last one. Hold on. Intro, Nothing Is Stopping You, Key Wayne. 10 to 10, that was Key Wayne. Travis Scott was on that too?
On 10 to 10?
As a producer? That makes sense because
people forget that he was a producer first.
No, he is a producer. Yeah.
But before he was rapping,
he was a producer.
He was good music's producer.
And people forget he's not mainly good music. He's Grand Hustle.
I forget that all the time.
He is grand. He is making T.I. money. He is Grand Hustle, boy. Beware, Lil Wayne, Janae. That was Key Wayne. First Chain. Oh God.
Of course,
Key
that's
Wayne.
your joint.
It's Time with Jeezy. Key Wayne. World Ablaze. Key Wayne. And Guap. Key Wayne.
I like Guap more than a lot of people did.
I liked Guap too. That was a nice promo.
Nice little single.
That was a nice promo single.
I'll always remember though when he dropped that trailer, and he ended up dropping this before the album, like months before the album came out. Yeah. But that trailer with "Nothing Is Stopping You" playing.
Yeah, where he's like, it's like a little photo shoot.
That. Yeah,
that shit was dope.
That's still one of my favorite like inspirational songs. Yeah. I love "Nothing Is Stopping You." But yeah, bro, that I'm looking forward to Detroit too. Like, I want to hear the sound.
Me too. I want to see what he's doing. I mean, it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been 3.
I feel like this is going to be a great body of work, though.
Yeah.
Sean has gotten to be pretty consistent. I'm biased because I am a fan. I've been a fan. Mm-hmm. But, like, that Dark Sky Paradise, I decided, like, those last 2 albums are both classics, in my opinion. They were both really good. So I'm looking for... The Detroit mixtape, too. Like,
I personally prefer Dark Sky over I Decided. I Decided I do believe it is a classic. But Dark Sky Paradise that's just something that you're able to, there wasn't. It wasn't a concept album like I decided. I decided, it was the whole concept of him being kind of like reincarnated as another person. Like he lived this life and now he has another chance to redo what he did in the past. Well, in his past life. But Dark Sky Paradise, I feel like
just a mood.
Dude, it was just a fucking mood where every single joint was like either a banger or something where it was very introspective, where he was coming from the heart.
Off the top, what was your favorite song on Dark Sky?
Probably Paradise. I used to be able to recite it word for word, like when he would get the extended version.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do that perfectly.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Paradise, and then the one
Skyscrapers.
Skyscrapers is a great intro. Obviously the one with Ye.
All Your Fault.
All Your Fault.
So kind of on the R&B tip, I really like Play No Games a lot.
Yeah, because
of the sample.
Because he's a 90s boy. He's everything is 90s.
Bro, not everything, bro. I have an appreciation for 90s R&B music. And when they flipped that guy sample, I was like, oh, this is a hot
Girl,
joint.
love with you.
Guy, shout out to Teddy Riley.
Ty Dolla $ign, he made that track too.
He did.
Chris Breezy, he made that track too.
The video was awesome. The whole
the Martin theme.
Yeah.
See, 90s.
What's crazy, I've never even really watched Martin that
And
much.
you're crazy for not watching
I was
show.
a big Fresh Prince guy.
Everybody
obviously.
was, yeah.
Family Matters.
Yes.
The Wayans Brothers.
Yes.
Jamie Foxx show.
Yes. Yo, he's not even black.
Bro, I'm all about the culture, bro. Several cultures. But like, bro, we all minorities, bro.
Yes, dude.
You know
That's crazy. Yeah, you literally named 4 all black shows.
I mean, honestly,
you weren't a fan of Friends?
No. And that's not hating on Friends. I just never had interest to watch it.
It's not funny.
George Lopez show, bro.
Yo, I actually liked the George because the wife was fine.
Bro, if we're being honest, all the women on that show were fine.
Yeah, even the dog. I mean, when she became legal.
Carmen, whoever played Carmen was bad.
When she was legal.
What's crazy is she wasn't even Hispanic too. I think she was like some type of mixture of like she was some type of European and all that.
But the wife was fine.
Yeah, the wife Angie, the cousin.
Bro,
the cousin was bad. What else? My Wife and Kids, classic show. Were you ever into that?
Wait,
Damon Wayans show, My Wife and Kids.
Yes, yeah. With, the chick from Martin.
Yeah, Tisha Campbell. Yeah.
Keisha Campbell. Tisha.
Is
it Tisha?
Tisha.
It's Tisha. It is
Tisha Campbell.
What else? What was like?
Bro, I used to watch Girlfriends. I'm not even going front. That was a good show.
Tracy Ross was bad. She still is bad.
I like that show a lot. Steve Harvey show.
Yeah.
Underrated, honestly.
It is, yeah, because it was on UPN.
Bernie Mac show. I didn't watch Bernie as much, but I did enjoy the episodes I saw. Smart Guy, Sister.
Yes, dude.
Even Stevens.
No.
You never watched Even Stevens?
Nope.
I was a fan of that show.
Not at all. Nothing Disney ever really entertained me.
See,
except for That's So Raven.
I like That's So Raven.
That's So Raven was the only thing.
You weren't a Lizzie McGuire guy?
Nope.
I was.
Hell no. It was all about Nickelodeon, dude. I love where this is going right now because I have a list. I'm going to start with Zoe 101, dude.
I'm not mad at that.
What?
No, I'm not mad at that.
Oh, I thought you said I never saw it.
No, I watched probably every episode of Zoe 101.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking.
That was a great storytelling on
They
that
did
show.
a reunion. That's on one of their IG stories, like they released like a reunion of.
You sure this wasn't Victorious that you're thinking of? That's the one that had a reunion. They were on Skype or something.
I don't know. But no, I remember Zoe 101, I think the black guy, he did like a Instagram video or something where he posted it, and it was like everyone from Zoe 101. It was crazy, like to see what they look like. Fuck it. What is this, like 15 years later now or more? Probably more. And then Victorious, obviously.
Tell them why you love that show, bro.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, this is where my early infatuation began with Ariana Grande. I mean, the red hair, like there's something about that red hair that I was just mesmerized by. And then, yeah, she played like the ditzy role, but then when they had that one episode where she wasn't allowed to talk because she was sick or something like that, and then
in real life or in the show?
No, she was sick in the show, and they were like, she was, I think it was I forget the nerdy guy's name, which they're actually still friends in real life too.
See, I never watched Victorious.
I watched every single fucking episode. So I think it's on Netflix or Hulu. I might go through that. Lockdown. But I might go back. Quarantine. I might go back through that. But yeah, it was an episode. She was sick. I forgot his name. It makes me seem like not a fan, but I forgot his name. And he was telling people, oh yeah, she can't talk. Like she has a really bad like throat infection or some shit like that. And then at the end of the episode, they were, I think they were doing like some kind of a competition. And Victoria Justice was like, she's like, oh no, like you're not allowed to talk. And then all of a sudden she just like belts out this like, but I can sing. And then like I'm like, whoa, like had no idea that was gonna come out of her, like, cause they showed her off as like just like this ditzy girl who, not as like she had like vocal talent, even though the whole premise of the show was like they were at a school for arts and music and shit like that too. But once she showed off that like vocal ability, I'm like, damn, dude. I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know, when did that come out? Like, that was like
Victorious?
That was like late 2000s.
Like 2011.
Yeah, late 2000s. Okay.
2012.
So
type.
yeah, no. It definitely wasn't around when I was in college. No. I don't look that up real quick. But yeah, I just remember when I heard Ariana Grande sing that little quick 5-second clip, I was like, damn, if she ever blows up, like, I'm buying all her shit.
And sure enough.
What year?
The first episode was March 27, 2010.
Yeah.
Final episode, February 2nd, 2013.
Well, yeah, but I knew it wasn't starting when I was in, like, Rutgers. That's because I was watching.
Yeah, you were still in college.
Yeah, it was way before, like, I started Rutgers, though. But yeah, I just remember I was like, damn, dude, she like gets it any type of big off of this shit, dude. I'm gonna be a huge fan.
Now she's a megastar.
Dude, she's like one of the probably the main voices of pop music, I would have to say.
I would say so. Of this generation.
Yeah. Even though I recently saw something saying that Dua Lipa.
I'm not.
Yeah, I listen. So this is what I do that you need to learn and you need to get into if you do this podcast with me. She released an album 2 weeks ago or a week ago. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Lockdown has you lose track of life. But anyway.
Concur.
She dropped an album recently. And I was, I've heard of Dua Lipa. I've heard her like radio hits or whatever. And yeah, I read an article. It was saying that she was like the new queen of pop. And I'm like, that's highly debatable.
Yeah.
Like, Ariana Grande put out 2 number 1 hits within like 8 months of each other.
From her debut, right?
No. 2018 going into 2019. So when she was with Pete Davidson, she released
Thank You Next.
Sweetener. She released the album Sweetener. And then, then she left Pete. Mac passed away. She was going through a lot of shit. And then Thank You Next dropped in October of 2018. And then January, February of 2019, that's when she dropped Thank You Next. So literally, it was like, because she dropped Sweetener in like August of 2018. So just probably even shorter than that, it seems like. But yeah, 2 number 1 albums. She's primarily, in my opinion, a pop artist. I mean, she's not really R&B. She can sing R&B.
Yeah.
I mean, she has like great features in like as an R&B artist, but. Yeah, saying that Dua Lipa is the new queen of pop. She's gorgeous. Like, she's like a model and everything, too. Like, oh, you don't know what Dua Lipa looks like?
I'm about to look her up right now.
Yeah, he's like, well, I got to see what
out here hyping her up, man.
No, she was a model before she was a singer. I believe she Middle Eastern or Eastern European descent. Yeah, she's foreign. But gorgeous.
She's pretty.
Yeah, gorgeous, great vocals. But yeah, that's just highly debatable calling her the queen. But I can't remember what article it was. It probably wasn't even like credible. But just reading that just made me think about all of the current female like pop artists, and I was like, nah, that's not possible. You can't be the queen of pop with the amount of female talent
Rihanna,
right now. Yeah,
you know she hasn't dropped lately. Beyonce, Rihanna,
dude, fucking Pink.
Yeah.
Dude, Pink. Mariah Carey. Well, no, Mariah
She's
Carey's
more vintage at this point.
Yeah. But then Ariana Grande, what's her face? The fake Rihanna, what's her name? She looks just like Rihanna to me. Shit, I can't remember her name.
Well,
She's blonde. I don't know, but I know that she looked like Rihanna at one point. Like she had like the red hair and everything. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. Fuck, it's gonna bug me.
Ella Mai, Queen of Pop.
She's not pop.
Are
you joking?
She's R&B, bro. But like really.
Oh, I was about to be like, are you serious?
Bro,
like she's R&B
if you really think about it though, right? Like this is what Tyler the Creator was saying in his Grammy speech. Like, isn't pop music just popular music?
It's popular music.
But like our perception of it's like what the Backstreet Boys were,
so
or like what Ariana Grande. It's just like over here would be like Q102, right? If you have a song that's on Q102, which is a top 40 station, then you're considered pop music. Pop. Like Maroon 5, pop.
Very pop.
Yeah.
See, so yeah, pop, obviously it stems from popular music, but then, everyone has their own perspective after that. And my opinion is that if it's super like catchy, and purposefully catchy, like Thank You Next, 100% purposefully catchy. That's a catchy hook. Girls Like You from Maroon 5.
Catchy hook.
Super catchy. And then
shout out Maroon 5, by the way.
Yeah,
Hits for days. I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of their early works. I used to really like that. And then this is a random turn right now. I used to get Maroon 5 confused with Robin Thicke in the early days.
You're tripping.
Like early Robin Thicke, I used to get confused with Maroon 5 because Robin Thicke's first track that I heard, it had like this crazy like violin sample, and and then the music video is him riding through like the streets of New York or some city. Is
it Magic?
I don't know, and I don't want to keep creating like dead air looking up shit.
Yeah.
But it was just like it had that like that old.
Is it
like,
dun,
like,
dun, dun,
no, it's like that classical sample of like Beethoven or some shit. I don't know.
Okay.
But he's like riding through the streets of like New York City. He's like, I won't make it. It's something crazy. But like I fell in love with Robin Thicke back then. He obviously hasn't put out anything too recent except for Blurred Lines. I mean, that was like his last like huge
that was like
hit.
5 years ago too.
6.
2015. 2014.
Or 13 actually. 7 shit. Because like that's when. Because I think Pharrell produced that. Yeah. See, shout out to Pharrell. Top three. But yeah, dude, Robin Thicke, Maroon 5. I used to get them confused for some reason. I don't know. I'm not being racist because they're both just white guys. Bro, something about their sound at that time sounded the same. I don't know.
The tangent that we're going on is crazy right now.
It's usually
started out with one and then
it's usually music. It's always like I said. I feel like this podcast is always going to veer off into some musical reference, which isn't a bad thing.
Nah, of course.
I mean, yeah, we can talk about like.
What you were saying though, before you got into the whole Ariana Grande thing.
Yeah.
At some point, we
we're talking about the shows.
What we need to do is we need to get like a bracket or something and just do like try and find like what the top TV show is.
You can't do that. You have to do it from a certain era. You'd have to, you can't just say top TV shows. Like, dude, you know how many people, like, think, like, some show from, like, the 70s is way better than
like
something.
Good Times or
Good Times.
Strokes.
Yeah, shit like
Happy
that.
Days.
Yeah, exactly. And then they can think that's way better than, the Big Bang Theory.
Well, this is our personal podcast.
Because the Big Bang Theory sucks ass.
I personally never watched that show. Really.
Don't watch it.
I really don't watch TV that much.
Me neither. I watch YouTube and Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah. I'm a big YouTube guy. I don't have Netflix.
I'm a huge loser.
Or anything. So
I'm a huge loser. I just sit and watch YouTube all day. We literally have YouTube, something just in queue right now on my TV. So that's on YouTube.
To circle it back around though, since we were talking about things to do during quarantine.
Oh yeah, during lockdown.
Them producer battles, bro. Yeah. What I was saying was like Hit Boy and Boy Wonder went at it. I actually watched one of Tory Lanez and French Montana. Obviously French smoked Tory. Just out of
production.
No, they had like just features / their own songs. So like they have.
French has way better features.
The whole thing started out as producers, but now it's like anyone.
Yeah, I feel like French has better songs.
And he has longevity in the game, so he has all like Tory was pulling random songs, album cuts from Chick's tape, and French would just be dropping like, bro, he dropped "Stay Scheming" and
Stacy,
and the Hot Nigga remix back to back, and it's just like, damn, bro. And then, bro, he ended it by saying, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so if, I guess I already started.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's entertaining at either way, bro. He got on. He's like, I put this for his last song. He's like, I challenged you, like, this one song, I'll put it up against your next 3 joints. Bro, he dropped Unforgettable with Sway Lee, and it was just like a monster record.
He has to remember, if it wasn't Sway Lee on that, it wouldn't be the song it is.
True, but it still says French Montana featuring Sway Lee.
Yeah, he's lucky for that. Because the funny thing about that too, another like confusion that I had when I first heard Unforgettable, I remember just like hearing it in the distance. It might have been like at a store or in like a friend's car or something like that. I remember I was like French Montana got a joint with The Weeknd? I literally thought Sway Lee was The Weeknd at one point. But then I listened to it, I'm like, oh, that's Sway Lee. And then that's what really skyrocketed him into his R&B side of his talent, cuz he can rap.
Yeah.
Have you seen his him and Slim Jim's freestyles?
Like Sway's Five Fingers. I did see that.
He has a Five Fingers, he has a Westwood. They have a Westwood one too.
Tim Westwood TV.
Yo, they go dude, they were going for so long in the Westwood freestyle, like they were sweating. Like, they were going for, like, I think watch 10, that. It was, like, 10, 15 minutes. They were just going in, and that's what I love. Like, they're authentic. Because it really defined, well, for me, I really understood who they were, and it really made me realize that they understood who they were. Excuse me. When I saw the Five Fingers of Death, they knew that they weren't, like, just the run-of-the-mill, like, hip-hop rap artists. Like, they were party rappers. Like, they knew how to make a hit. Like, that's what they knew. What, like, how they knew their lane. And you know, it's like I like artists, since they're a group, who understand like what they're good at, and they don't try to, like, you know, span out too crazy, because I mean, artists can span out as much as they want to. I mean, that's just their artistic freedom. But when they were on that Five Fingers of Death, and they just and so we had Sway. And Sway was just throwing them beats, and then they were just going in. I'm like, yo, I'm a legit fan of Ray Shremmer right now, because obviously they had you know, their one hit from 2014.
Black Beatles. Oh, you talking about No Flex Zone?
Yeah, No Flex Zone. And, I listened to them from the start.
No Flex Zone, No Type.
No Type was my shit.
Come Get Her,
and then the one with Nicki Minaj and Young Thug. Yeah, they had that. I forget that track.
Bro, that whole my boy Serge.
The first one, I like the first album better than the second one, and I like the third album better than the first one.
Bro, my boy Serge always talks about that first album, and he's just like, every song on there is a banger. It's just
kind of, yeah.
Like, you could play that whole album at a club and keep the
energy
going.
They had tracks with like Big Sean on there too.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But yeah, now like Sway Lee is, you know, they always make those jokes that like Sway Lee's gonna like break off, and I mean, he's already doing his solo thing. He's not breaking away from Ray Shremmer.
There'll still be a Ray Shremmer. Yeah. I think that after the success of Unforgettable, he kind of found that sound.
Dude, it was after the success of Black Beatles. That's where everyone started.
Well, I'm talking about like the Afro beat type of thing. But
I'm talking about people pulling Sway Lee for features. Yeah. Because like they, you know, his hook on Black Beetle and the popularity of that song from like the Mannequin Challenge and shit, like that pulled people to like, pull artists to be like, yo, I'm gonna put Sway Lee on this track real quick. But yeah, but then the exotic type beat, yeah, I feel like it was Unforgettable that really
for sure
pushed that you know, fucking through the wall. And now he's just like any type of like beat that sounds like fucking from the Caribbean, like, like, oh, is Sway Lee on this? Like,
thing that, like, they are calling them Afro beats. That's like the official terminology for them.
Who the fuck?
That's what I've heard, bro.
Afro beats.
I think they have like a
Afro.
Yeah, they have like that island style influence.
Yeah, see, like I get like an island beat, a Caribbean beat.
I think also maybe like if you listen to like native African music, maybe they have them. I don't know. I'm not well versed in that.
Me neither. That's why I think it's funny. Afro.
What else? Yo, I saw a battle, bro. Between
a rap battle?
Nah. Another battle. It was like between Neo and Jonte Austin. Do you know who Jonte is?
I mean, the name doesn't ring any bells, but I probably know something he's been on.
He's,
Neo's just gonna trump that guy just because of his name.
Nah, so because Neo is also before he got in the game as an artist, he was a producer, songwriter.
Producer-writer, yeah.
Jonte Austin is a songwriter too, so they were going back and forth with their hits. Bro, Jonte he was dropping all the hits from Mariah Carey's Emancipation of Mimi album,
whack.
We Belong Together, Shake It Off. Don't Forget About Us.
That album is not whack, but that's whack how he only focused on one album.
But he also did I didn't know he did certain songs. He dropped Poppin' by Chris Brown. I forgot all about that joint from his debut album. That's a classic. He dropped Yo, Excuse Me, Miss. He did that one. He wrote that. I think he was actually the other dude singing on there. You know how there's
he might have been like a backup.
I don't know your
vocal.
name, but there's two voices on there singing the chorus. I think he's the other one.
Yeah, he probably did backup vocals.
He did Bow Wow's Shorty Like Mine. So just a bunch of like that sound, bro. And then Neo, of course, dropping all his features, his hits. And like listening to both of them go back and forth, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of put me in my feelings a little bit.
Oh my god,
bro, I kind of like I'm very content where I'm at right now.
You are a little light skinned, so it's fine.
But I'll be like, yo, I kind of wish I had a girl right now. Like me and my ex used to drive around listening to 2000s R&B, and it brought me back to like that time, and then also like being back in high school, and it's just like, man.
See, I get the high school thing, but don't get in the feelings of the ex.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm way past that. But I'm just saying, like, certain times there are things that will trigger your memory. So watching those and listening to those songs, I was just like,
dude, I just had like a whole hour and a half conversation with you about my memories.
You're right. Bro, the people need authenticity, and I'm just being authentic.
No,
right
that's
now.
fine. Yeah,
but,
there's so many different triggers for me that'll just trigger random memories, and I'm just like, God damn it.
But yeah, if you get a chance, watch it. But
I definitely want to see those.
What I want to see for sure is that T-Pain Lil Jon one. I have not seen it yet.
I do, yeah.
It's like a 2-hour video, bro. I guess, both of them have hits for days. Like
they have a decade, just about a decade of hits.
They're still putting out stuff like not as frequent, but like T-Pain is still on joints right now.
T-Pain's making a huge comeback since 2017 when he released Oblivion. I love Oblivion, by the way. He's been like popping up everywhere. Like he was even featured by Earth Gang on their album Mirrorland.
He was on the Tory.
Oh my God,
when he spun I'm Sprung.
The Jerry Sprunger.
Yeah.
Oh my dude, I first heard that flying back from Boston, and because everyone kept telling me, like, I listened to, I heard like the essential hits of Tory Lanez. I was never a big fan of Tory Lanez, and then it was a Friday. I was flying back, and I was looking at the suggested new album. So Tidal suggested Tory Lanez Chicks Tape 5, and I'm like, all right, he has like a good pull. So I started listening to it, and then I get to that Jerry Sprunger. I'm like, he didn't just do that. Oh shit! I kept putting that shit on repeat. Yo, that's one of my workout. I feel like I was just really far from the microphone. I kept putting that shit on repeat. That's on my gym playlist, dude. I fucking love that track, and the fact that he was going through all of those different tracks, with the different samples, with the originators of the song. That's tight. Super respectful. And so it's like, all of the stuff I heard about Tory Lanez in the past, like his beefs and all this other shit. Whatever. It's definitely a publicity stunt, like, in my opinion. I mean, he might legit have beefs with people. I don't know. But what he did on Chicks Tape 5, with all of those features, with all of those samples of the songs that he did with the original makers of the songs, like, that was just super respectable. And like Chicks Tape 5 is that's a banger for me. Like, I'll listen to that over and over again. But Jerry Sprunger, because 2004, summer 2004, when that song came out.
That was 05. 05. Yes, it was 2005.
We gonna put money on this?
Yes.
See,
the album came out, I believe. It was 2005. It was 05.
We do this a lot on music release years. So what I'm gonna need you to do.
I have an impeccable memory, bro. I'm never wrong in this.
Easter Bunny, what I'm gonna need you to do, so that there isn't any dead air right now, is take out your phone and look up the release date.
Bro, I don't think I've ever been wrong on this. Every time this happens.
Dude, just look up the release date of I'm Sprung. I'm Sprung. I am 95% sure it was 2004.
It was 2005.
Look it up.
So the album came out December 6, 2005.
Okay.
Sprung came out August 9th, 2005.
Fuck you. At least I knew it was a summer.
At least you got that right.
I knew it was a summer vibe. I was 13. I was 14 at that time. Holy shit. And yeah.
No, you were probably 15.
14,
I was 14.
14.
You were born 90, right?
I was born in 90. When's my birthday?
October 6th.
October. So I was turning 15 that year.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that win. Fuck you.
Whatever, bro.
But anyway. Yeah, I just remember, us playing it on our little fucking makeshift MP3 players where we can only hold like 10 songs. It was like the maximum like space
that made the cut of the 10.
That was hell yeah, dude. Yo, it was to the point where when we would ball after school. We would, like, 3 of us had PSPs at the time. Because PSP came out in 2005. You can't fuck with me on that date. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Unless you
want.
Not
disputing that.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, the PSP came out in 05. And that had a lot more storage. Because you can buy, like, these little... There weren't SD cards. Like, PlayStation wanted to be really stingy and make their own version of a fucking SD card. So we would have to buy, like, the super hefty, like, 32 megabyte SD cards. And we would prop up our PSPs on the basketball courts and play through the speakers. And we didn't even have, like, I mean, at that time there weren't like the Bluetooth speakers at the time, so we wouldn't be playing it just through like the tiny ass PSP speakers, all of like the bangers. And one guilty pleasure banger that we used to always play, and this is a shout out to my boy Karan up in Toronto. He used to always play Nickelback. He was
what song? There had to be one in particular.
Fuck, dude.
Isn't Nickelback
They're hated.
Yeah, they all the memes about that.
Everyone hates Nickelback, but wow, 2005, we used to bang Nickelback like there was no tomorrow. And All American Rejects. I went through a pretty weird punk phase as a teenager.
The Rejects had...
All American Rejects had like Move Along and...
They had one...
I can't see.
Dirty Little Secret. That was theirs, right?
I'll keep you. I'm not gonna lie.
I messed with that song.
Yeah,
I messed with that song.
Dude, I had a big punk phase where I wasn't trying to listen to rap music. I don't know why. Like, I'm a huge hip hop fan, but early to mid 2000s, for some strange reason, I had a punk phase where
you were painting your nails.
Fuck you, dude. No, I wasn't. Are you kidding me? The fucking Spanish kid painting his nails. Dude, I would have got slapped. Hell no. No. Ew. I'm just thinking about, like, my 13-year-old self right now with black fucking... No, dude. I would just have my little portable CD player. And I would burn CDs. Yeah, this is stuff that isn't around anymore. But
it's vintage for our era.
Dude, I wish I still had my fucking CD player. But anyway, my dad would help me burn CDs. And he knew about my little punk phase. So I would tell him the songs that I want downloaded, and we would use the downloading site back then, BearShare. Shout out to BearShare. Rest in peace. I didn't use that Kazaa bullshit or LimeWire.
Yo,
I didn't use LimeWire or Kazaa. Or Kazaa. I said Kazaa.
Bro, my whole family lived off Kazaa.
No, I lived off BearShare. BearShare. It was all about BearShare. Anyway. He would rip off. He would legally download those songs.
Feds could be listening.
I don't care. He would rip those songs and put them on a CD for me, and it'd be like 13 tracks. I still have a stack of CDs right behind you of burnable CDs, bro. It's just
those are empty.
Yeah. Well, on top are like video games, I think, but all those CDs below it are burnable CDs that are still empty.
Bro, the burned CD era...
Just for nostalgic value.
Yeah, like, yeah. Sometimes I'll look back at I still have my burned CDs, and, like, these are just joints, like, me and my boys used to just ride around and listen to. And I'm like, man, I kind of miss that phase. Even though, obviously, it's way more convenient with streaming and all that. But sometimes it's, like, just having those burned CDs, it's just, like, it does something. Just to pop that in the car or whatever.
Dude, I used to sell them. I had a side hustle in high school where since not a lot of people had like the software to do it, and my dad, he bought it and then he gave the software to me. I would burn CDs all the time, and I would just charge $5. I think I can on some of these CDs it was like 128 megabytes, which is wild. 128 megabytes doesn't fit shit. That probably can't even fit like 2 PowerPoint presentations. But anyway, I would just charge $5, and you just tell me all of the songs you want. I would download them. Excuse me, and put them on a burn CD for you. And like even if it went over the like the limit, I would just send you a quick text, and then they would just let me know, like, oh, don't worry about that song. Wow. But yeah, I would sell burn CDs.
Do you remember what your biggest request was at the time?
Biggest artists at that time. See, I even have a high school playlist. It's called the Lenape. Shout out. You know what? No, don't shout out the Lenape. I didn't like that school. I don't care. I don't care about that school. Anyway, it's called the Lenape playlist, and it's a bunch of bangers from my days in high school and a little bit out of high school. So I can say my biggest, like the biggest artists that were requested at the time were
Pussycat Dolls.
Shut the fuck up. No.
They were popping during that
time. They were
time.
popping, but like, no, I didn't have
I know. It was Justin Timberlake.
No, he actually wasn't. So looking at all of these artists right now on this playlist, it'd be T.I., Young Dro, Yin Yang Twins, T-Pain, The Dream, Chingy, Mike Jones, 3-6 Mafia, 50 Cent, Akon, Ludacris, Chris Brown. There was a little bit of DJ Khaled. He was like kind of popping after I left high school, but Fergie was
I was about to say Fergie.
Fergie was huge towards the end of my
that one solo album she put out had hella hits.
Dude,
Nelly Furtado is another one.
Oh, Nelly Furtado. Oh my god, I don't have any Nelly Furtado on here. Oh my god.
Timberland was speaking of Timberland, so you're talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
Bro, 2007 was an amazing year for him.
Yeah.
Produced all of Justin Timberlake's album.
Nelly Furtado.
He was on
he
Nelly
did his
Furtado's.
own.
Yeah.
Shock Value. Yeah, dude. Fergie. This is one thing I'll never forget about Fergie. I had this computer class in high school. Excuse me. And it was an early morning. It was like the first period of the day. And our computer class, we would always have this radio that sat on top of like the teacher's computer. And I know she had the same fucking radio station on every morning, because every morning they would play Big Girls Don't Cry, and I would want to shoot myself. Don't get me wrong, I love Fergie. I love Fergie's classics.
That song was definitely overplayed. It was a little too
slow.
Big
Girls Don't Cry. I didn't want to hear that at 7 a.m. I didn't want to hear about. I don't care after like the third play, dude. And that's the thing. This radio station had it in rotation heavy. Yeah, that's what there were probably some other really good pop songs at the time, but I can't remember them. I can only remember Big Girls Don't Cry, dude. But I can tell you this: the Fergalicious with Will I Am. Yo, that was my fucking shit, dude.
I like London Bridge. And then Ludacris was on the remix, I believe.
No. See, the one I like, so next to Fergalicious was
Glamorous?
Yes. It just fucking
He might be on the remix to that one.
No, he's just on it. He's just regularly featured.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Fabulous. No, I like London
or
Bridge.
Glamorous, yeah.
I like London Bridge, but Glamorous was
I hated Glamorous. No. Jesus Christ, you're getting my words mixed up.
Every time
I hated London Bridge, dude. I hated it. Because it was so, like...
That beat slapped.
The beat was dope, but I felt like her lyrics were, like, offbeat. Like, how come every time I come around my London Bridge is going down, London. That was the only part I like. The London is going down. Like, that's the only thing I really like from this song.
Polo the Don produced that. Bro, Polo the Don's a forgotten...
Polo the Don, he's a forgotten masterpiece, dude. Rich Boy.
Rich Boy.
Dude, I'm blowing this speaker
Throw Some
up.
D's is one of the all-time great classics. Underrated. When we were talking about obscure artists last episode, bro.
Wait. We
Rich
actually didn't
Boy.
talk. We actually didn't talk about obscure artists. We were talking about that before
No,
we started.
no,
recording.
yeah, that was actually on the podcast.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. It was.
Excuse my memory.
But yeah, bro, Rich Boy, throw some D's.
Throw some D's, but the one my favorite is go let's go get that paper, or what is it called?
I think that is what it's called, isn't it?
It's like that real deep song. And he's like,
that wasn't a single though, was it?
It wasn't. No, it was because it had a video, a music video, and everything. But let's go get that paper.
I remember. Good things don't last forever, baby. It's something about your girl. It was the one with Carrie Hilson on it. Yeah, that was a 106 in Park guy. Were you ever a 106 in Park guy?
No, I didn't like 106 in Park.
See, I watched that all the time.
I didn't watch it. Yeah,
so
I think all I watched was MTV Jams.
I would watch the jams.
Yeah,
it's now BET Jams, isn't it?
Hmm?
Isn't it now called BET Jams? I think BET bought the rights to the channel.
To MTV Jams?
Yeah, it's not. It hasn't been MTV Jams in years.
Haven't had cable in God knows how long. But MTV Jams was an essential, and we might dive into fucking. Oh shit, dude, we're at like almost an hour right now. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave it off.
We could tease. For
the next one. But I can definitely say that MTV Jams was an essential function of me and my boys when we were like hitting when we were hitting 21, even our early 20s, because there were some clubs that let you in at 18.
The pregame.
But yo, essential for pregames. We would, because my one boy Dice, shout out Dice Art, his stepdad had this glorious house. Still has a glorious house. But in this glorious house, he had a theater room. And so we would pregame. It was just essential that we pregamed at his place when he was back home for the summer. We would pregame there. And then we would just be pregaming in the theater room. Because there was a little mini bar there. And we had like our shitty Everclear and pop-off vodka. We were fucking degenerates. We were so horrible with alcohol choices, but we didn't care. So we pregame in there, throw on MTV Jams. I'll never forget Comcast cable channel 141 or 142. Something, yeah, it's crazy. 142 MTV Jams. Just throw it on, and I'll never forget. We used to always run into. Well, we used to always see the most was Hurricane Chris, hey baby,
hey baby,
hey baby. Hey, baby. That was my boy Dicer's like fucking favorite song at one point.
Another obscure rapper right there.
Dude. Dude, people still reference him.
Bro, that was a monster hit, though.
Hey, baby.
Now when I holler, hey, baby, I gotta get my groove on.
So the whole snap dance. What were they calling it? The snap
music.
The snap music. Yeah, the whole snap music movement was insane, dude.
Franchise Boys,
Hurricane Chris,
D4L,
Lil Boozy. He did a little bit of it too.
Yo, Lil Boozy, you know he's way past that now, the music he makes now. But his debut single, bro, it was a joint called Zoom. It was him and Young Jock.
Yeah.
And everybody like Zoom. Zoom. With the motorbike dance.
Yeah. Well, no, didn't they just call it the Young Jock dance?
They called it the motorbike. That was the official
even in
name
the going down.
Yeah.
So it's called the motorbike and going down.
I don't think it had a name for it when it's going down.
I just thought we called it the Young Jock. That's what we just called it, the Young Jock.
Nitty, that's another forgotten producer right there.
Diddy?
No, Nitty.
Oh, Nitty on the beat.
It's a Nitty beat.
It's a Nitty on the beat. Nitty on the beat. But yeah, just to lead into the next episode, I guess we'll touch upon our nightlife experiences, our young nightlife experiences, because
we could, you know how this goes, bro. We could go either way. It'll start off talking about that, and we'll end up talking about
mostly, and it'll go into music or whatever.
Yo, shout out to MTV Jams though, bro.
Yes, dude.
Channel 142.
You were a savior back when we had no streaming playlists, dude.
And shout out to BET too. Like, I spent a lot of time watching BET. I was a 106 in Park person. I watched every episode. Rap City, The Basement was classic. The Booth.
I actually watched Rap City though.
Bro, Big Tigger, and then City. Later on Mad Links.
Rap City.
And then all those shows I mentioned, BET showing them all the time. Haven't watched them much recently. They put out the Bobby Brown story and the New Edition story, which I was a big fan of.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of New Edition, bro, and Bobby
Brown.
Yeah,
For sure.
So, that was tight. Yeah, shout out to all the programs that we watched
Shout out to
growing
the
up,
cable.
man.
Shout out
Yeah,
to the cable
shout out to
programs.
cable networks.
Cable networks in the early 2010s.
Yes, sir.
Putting it down before streaming took over.
We got to get like we do got to make this bracket, bro. We got to come up with like a decisive like TV show, top 5 TV list.
It has to be from a certain era. We can't just do overall.
We got to do like 90s.
Do like
2000s.
Do like year. Yeah, like 9. Yeah. Yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard. Because you can't even just do 90s, dude. Because
I mean, everything is objective. We're going no matter what we say, everyone's gonna have a different opinion.
For example, 90s, you can't do the whole 10 years, dude. Because like some shows started like 90 and then went off air like the mid 90s, and then there was some new shit that started in the late 90s.
And are we counting cartoons too, or is that a whole nother discussion?
Cartoons is way nother.
So we got like sitcoms and then cartoons, right?
Way different, yeah.
It's a lot of good stuff coming. Y'all stay tuned, man. This is gonna be some entertaining,
for sure.
Entertaining discussions coming up.
So, thank God we didn't end with you talking about your obsession with LMI. But anyway,
LMA, bro.
Stop.
Get it
oh,
right.
I'm sorry, LMA.
Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry. Anyway, we're gonna end it here.
Hopefully, no, for sure. By episode 3, we will
100%. We would definitely. I will make a decisive. That's stupid. I will make a decision on what this podcast name will be. It's
You're about to throw the Instagram poll once we get on the air.
Instagram poll for sure. I can't open up Instagram because it always distracts me. But yeah, I will come to a decision, and I will have a legitimate introduction for a podcast that has a name next time. So for now, for the podcast without a name, I'm J-Rod.
And I'm the Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny. It's fucking ridiculous. All right.
And we're going to keep on, we're going to keep on staying entertained. We'll have more stuff for y'all next time. Peace. Deuces.
Later. Catch you in the next one.